So what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Hope everybody's doing good. Just wanted to check in, go live right quick. Um, so yeah, I just want to hop into a little bit of the ether stories. I also want to talk about, guys 30 and up who, we're set at, a certain foundation. Guys who are set, you may have kids, you may not. I don't know what situation you got exactly, but I wanna set out a blueprint for guys to make it through the tough times, to make it through the good times, and know that it's an equal balance. It's just like the stock market. Um, you're gonna go through good times, you're gonna go through bad times, but you have to be able to steady out the balances and make it through this shit. Okay, that's pretty much all it comes down to. Other than that, we're going to talk about setting your foundation long term. We're going to talk about critical thinking and all responsibilities with all responsibilities in life. So let's touch on that. First and foremost, let's touch on the critical thinking when it comes to all responsibilities in life. Job wise, whether you're talking about school, whether you're talking about personal business, anything like that, you guys need to always consider you need to always consider that critical thinking is always going to be a part. So it's going to be a part of you making your best decision and what you got to do going forward. So same thing comes down to the regular 9 to 5 job. Okay. Everybody is sick of the 9 to 5. Everybody is. But if you're still working it, the very least you can do is put some of your money towards your dream, no matter what it is. Like, let's say I'm working the 9 to 5 and I have to put some of that money towards podcasting because that's my true dream. That's what I like to do. That's what I want to do on the daily, produce, content create. So that's what I'm going to truly put towards, no matter what small or how big the amount is. I'm going to put something towards that. People have to do the same thing. You have to make sure it's not just for a material thing. It has to be worth something that's long term, something meaningful, something that's going to make your life better. Not just these clothes, because you can get clothes from anywhere. If you want Dior, you're going to spend it. If you want Burberry, you're going to spend it. If you want Polo, you're going to spend it. You can get the same type of looks in your regular basic colorway and fashion wardrobe for half the price, sometimes even 3 times less the price. You just have to be smart about it. Maybe your shoes will be a little bit nicer though. You'll drop 110, 130, 150 and up on the shoes. Compliments the fit. So you have to definitely place a value and place some sort of responsibility on your decisions because there's consequences for everything you choose, good and bad, male or female. Everybody knows that we're all grown. You can't make a decision and know that truthfully you didn't fully believe in it or you didn't do your financial research behind it, make the decision and know you're going to be in a messed up spot and then try to cry wolf. You can't. You can't. You didn't do your research. You didn't do your homework before making that decision. So I want people to just be more aware of your critical thinking in all facets of life, all facets of life. Okay, whether it's love, whether it's family, whether it's your outlets in life. Because your outlets, when you lose your outlets in life, it can take a toll on you. Case in point, myself, I got away from hooping. I got away from hooping, focus on getting this money, getting this money, getting this money. Let's work, let's work, let's work. Try to connect, get this money. Got away from hooping just to get a chance to put up shots by myself and shoot like how shooters like to shoot when you get an open hoop. Haven't gotten that chance in almost 2 years now. It's nobody else's fault. It's just my own responsibilities. I have to make time for my outlet, which is hooping. Another one of my outlets, podcast, and luckily I get to do this here. But You have to balance out everything in life, man. When you don't get a chance to balance out the things that you love to do and, you know, whatever little outlets you did have, it takes a toll because it's like you look back and it's like, damn, all this time is going, and I didn't even get a chance to get back to hooping. I didn't get a chance to get back to, kicking it every once in a while or going to my, favorite local bar or place to eat, things like that. You got to stay in your rhythm no matter where you are in life. But take those responsibilities as serious as you do as bills. Bills you have to pay. But your own personal happiness, it can go abandoned given the situations that you're in. And you may abuse it without even knowing. You've been away from your outlets. You've been away from what make you truly happy, what brings you true joy. You have to get back to it. So, guys 30 and up, it's a rare level of guys, that's in this range. There's many things that factor into it. I feel like, for one, you could even go down to age 28, 29, but basically 30 and up. You know what the deal is. You know you're going into the next phase of life. You know what you need to do. You have a vision and you have a foundation that's in place, that's being built. No debt, no kids, good credit, and a vision with a foundation in progress. If you got those 5 things, and it could be more key points too. If you have those 5 things, I feel like you're a step ahead of the curve when it comes to this next phase of life, 30s. Because we've been through whatever our 20s were. For most people, it was all about fun, doing whatever they wanted, being free, feeling free, all that. I get it. Me, myself, I was always conservative. I'm the most conservative thing that's not a Republican. I took myself serious. I took my body serious. I changed myself. I went from supposedly weighing on the scales at 271 freshman year. By the time my senior year ended, I was 182. So I took myself serious. I lost damn near 100 pounds and did it twice. So that's how you know when you talk to a person like myself, it's not just coming from some BS place. I've done it. I've put in the work. I've overcame. I've healed, came back again, knocked down, got back up, and found another way. If you have those 5 key points, you need to take yourself more serious. You need to treat yourself with more value. Treat yourself like you're a prize because you are, and build on it, whether it's male or female. I'm talking to my 30 and up males, but hey, take the jewels where you can. You definitely need to capitalize on your good credit. Raise it up to a certain score that you can until you can possibly take out the loan that you need to open up your business and make multiple things happen and have multiple things going in progress, making you money. No debt, no kids. That's key. Pay your debt off. If it's small, pay it off. Payment plan, pay it off. No kids, that's smart. You didn't get caught up in the age where everybody had a kid before 21. And then some after, and then 3, 4, and boom. Me, myself, like I said, I've been conservative. I didn't even mess around and even want to, be exclusive with anybody like that until I was even 21. So I took myself serious. I was scared to have a kid at a young age. I wasn't reckless. I told you I was raised on old soul love. Up the way St. Clair babies. We talking about parents born in the 60s and 70s. They raised the 90s babies and they raised them with some morals and respect and that old soul love. So it's different. I raised myself a lot differently through my teenage years, not raising, but building myself up. With what morals? With not getting myself into certain situations in the streets or with these females. even after I lost the weight, looked better, got way better, different attention, way better reception from people. You gotta still hold yourself to some type of self morals that is gonna keep you even killed. No matter what anything else is going on, you have to have that self value, that self placement for yourself. For when everything else collapses, you're gonna be all right. And you don't have to stoop down to any other level that would take you out of your value zone. You should only be ascending, never going out, going downward from your value zone. So I just wanted people to think about that. Um, Case in point, the ether stories. Ether stories are very real. It's about people taking what you can from it and learning a life lesson. Whether you're a good man, good woman, bad, whatever. Do people better. Give the same grace you want from others. Just do that. Case in point, it was a time we could go back to about 2010, and we just graduated. You're hanging out with all your friends. It's pretty much like a fraternity where we were at. It was like a fraternity home. Kept it up, did our 1-2. Nothing too wild, but just the fellas. You hoop every day, you do your 1-2. And even in that type of setting, it was still people bold enough to try to talk to other people's girls behind their back. And those people know who they are. Messaging your homeboys' girls on Facebook, texting them, yeah, you need to do better. You can hang with a real one. Yeah. You know who you are. Didn't happen to me. I just seen the BS happen. And the other person knew too. And they had to withhold themselves from crumpling your ass. And you know that. If you didn't know, now you know. It's a lot of shady shit that a lot of people go through and that you still have to look out for, even with people you consider your brothers. Regardless, it's a lot of shady shit. Like I said, me personally, I've only been in 2 relationships and both were up and down. It was crazy. Let's be real. It is what it is. Do I regret either one of them? Certain pockets of a certain one, probably, yeah. But the lessons learned, they had to be learned one way or another. And of course, I thought I was making the best possible decision for myself and my life. And like I say, when I'm all in on something, I commit to something, I'm exactly that. I'm a man of my word. I prove it, I show it. I don't only say it. I don't really like to say it, I'd rather prove it. I prove a lot with my actions, way more than with my words. And it's just because a lot more is done, done real, that's, said real. So that's just how I happen to function. But I'm becoming more, better at communication, better at expressing myself and things like that too. Everybody has something to work on. So yeah, both situations were tough, especially the first one, finding out what I did the way I did, and then I had to do pretty much some like on the spot self soul searching to keep myself contained, to give the response that I truly want to give instead of just anger. And same thing for the other times that other things happen and whatnot. And I chose to take the high road, or I chose to react to things, in a better way than the obvious negative way you can choose, to go about acting with things, you know? So it's all about critical thinking. Whether things are going good, they're going bad, you're getting played, you got to suck it up, eat it, find a way to move around it, find a way to not get yourself in legal trouble. in choosing to move on and be a grown and be an adult about it. It's all life choices, man. That's all. So the more that you guys accept that it's just life and you have to find a way to adapt no matter what, same way with death in the family, same way with finding out somebody has cancer and they're fighting a battle for their life, it's the same way. So I want people to think about that. Let it marinate. Comment below. As always, like, share, and subscribe. I plan on doing more lives like this whenever I get the chance to. Whenever I get the free time to. My time is always limited. I'm always on the move. But stay tuned. There's a lot more things to chop it up about and talk it about. And come to some solutions for these people that's looking for answers or looking for better ways to go about things. Because believe it or not, it's a lot of men and women that are hurting, that are single or within relationships. They're looking for better ways to handle the situation they're in, looking for solutions. I say let's help each other. Let's not divide, but rather let's help each other. So until next time, the Vent Podcast aired out. Another live in the books. It's more to come. Stay tuned.